I'm Aaron Sanchez, and my mission is real simple, to crush the tastiest tacos in America, one city at a time. This trip, I'm in Chicago, the Windy City. But forget the hot dogs, I'm gonna go to my favorites, Mexican street food. I mean, this is how you do it, brother, all right? I'm gonna stuff myself with the best tacos around. So stick with me, because I'm gonna hit the sophisticated stuff all the way to the mom and pops. This is beautiful. It's good for my skin. It's gonna attract all the beautiful ladies outside. So buckle up. It's a great big taco world, and I'm about to take a bite. When you think of Chicago, you probably don't think of tacos. But in reality, Chicago is home to America's 5th largest Hispanic community. At the heart of that is the Pilsen neighborhood. It's been a destination for Mexican immigrants since the 20s. Carnitas Uruapan on 18th Street has been serving up pork carnitas to locals since 1975. And 40 years later, Marcos Carvajal is still making the same traditional recipe his dad brought from Mexico. Carnitas literally means little meats. And I swear, these pork carnitas taste like a little slice of the homeland. Marcos, the man.
Aaron.
Thanks for having me here, buddy. I appreciate it, man.
Glad to see you.
First of all, you can smell what's happening from the outside. And there's no wonder you guys have been doing it for so long. It must give you a lot of pride for your dad, your family, to have roots here.
Absolutely. We've got people that, their grandparents used to bring them here, and they came here with their parents growing up.
That's awesome.
And, it's really an ongoing tradition.
We know you guys hang your hat big time on the carnitas. That's what you guys are known for. But for me, I need a little something to get started, all right? So
You need a little chicharrón to get started.
Absolutely. A little bit of that chicharrón, which is, for me, one of my favorites. Chicharrón is basically pork rind, crispy pork rind. So it's the skin. It's a delicacy in Mexico. People have it with hot sauce. They have it as a snack. And here, they do it as good as any I've ever had.
We take, large pieces like this of all-natural pork skin. We cook that slowly for about 8 to 10 hours in manteca, which is naturally rendered pork oil.
Manteca, no wonder it tastes great. It's pork fat. We use that as cologne over here. Come on.
Don't fear the manteca.
That's it, baby.
Eventually, that changes texture to this. This is completely dried out. And then we flash fry it in these casos, and that's when you end up with that explosion, that big, puffy, crunchy, delicious chicharrón that you're used to.
That is unbelievable, bro. Oh, man, the smell is intoxicating, man.
You want an extended shape.
You want it opened up so it aerates and gets crispy.
Yeah. Ahora sí, listo.
La textura, the texture is unbelievable. It's not at all greasy. It's very light, bro.
It's very airy, very puffy.
It's one of the most pure essence of pork you can get.
It's amazing that something that's just fried could taste so light and not that salty or, heavy. It's definitely the real deal.
You don't throw this stuff away, right?
No, that manteca is like liquid gold does.
Okay.
Everything comes from that.
The meat in the carnitas is basically pork cooked in rendered pork fat. And at Carnitas Uruapan, they take it to the next level. They use fat rendered by chicharrones to turn pork shoulder and ribs to carnitas that would make mi abuela blush.
Well, we're gonna actually go ahead and drop that in there in extremely hot manteca, and we're gonna sear that so it locks in the juices and the texture and all of that.
This is like a pork smoke screen, bro. This is beautiful. It's good for my skin. It's gonna attract all the beautiful ladies outside.
Get that smell all over the neighborhood, bring people in.
I wanna be like, walk around, what's up, muchachas? So that's a quick sear, man.
See that texture? See that browning that's going on? That's the foundation. We want that meat to be completely seared over.
Eso. That is unbelievable. After that cools overnight, now we come into this vat, and you cook the actual meat for 2 more hours, low and slow in the fat.
Yeah.
So, Marcos, we're at that magical time when it's time to take them out, huh?
That's right. See the color of that?
Unbelievable. I've been watching you guys salivating, sweating, smelling like manteca and carnitas. At least let me have one taco.
Absolutely.
Since we don't have a knife, I'm just gonna use a little bit of those little bits that fell on the bottom. Little salsita.
Pairs perfectly with the carnitas. Juicy.
The meat's salty just enough. It's melting. It's not at all greasy. It's tender. That salsa has the acidity that brings it back to life. It pairs wonderful with that. Unbelievable.
When you bite into that, you say, oh my God, this is awesome.
You know, with a little bit of heat and this chipotle afterwards, that's the balance that I'm all about right there. It really does melt in your mouth.
Melting your mouth tender would do an injustice to those carnitas. Let's put it that way. That's how good they are. They're a whole new descriptive word of tenderness and melting your mouth and succulence. I realize how crappy my carnitas are now. Coming up, this guy is using cheese curds to flip the script on nachos. Oh. We're in the Wicker Park neighborhood of Chicago, and right down the street is one of the hottest restaurants in town. It's where Rick and Ashley Ortiz have combined his love for Mexican food and her love of antiques, and they've created a magical restaurant that locals just can't get enough of. Everyone's been telling me that Antique Taco is a must-have stop on my trip in Chicago, so ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Hey. How are you?
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Been hearing great buzz on the street about this spot. Talk to me a little bit about what's going on. The aesthetic is so unique and cool in here.
Well, we just wanted to kind of collide our worlds. We love antiques. Obviously, the main focus is the food.
Antique Taco is kind of a Midwestern spin on Mexican cuisine. I take some Mexican traditional dishes and, you know, we just take it to another level.
This is great. I mean, it smells like a taqueria. It looks like it. I mean, this is how you do it, brother, all right?